Three legends, one story. A fictional spy who became the world's most famous secret agent. A wrestler who rose from just $7 in his pocket to conquer Hollywood. And a street-smart fighter who turned grit into global stardom. This is not just fame. It's history, struggle, and the making of icons. Welcome to the untold stories of James Bond, Dwayne Johnson, and Jason Statham. Welcome to History Decode, where the past comes alive. Every week we uncover fascinating stories, forgotten events, and the hidden truths that shaped our world. If you love exploring history in a whole new way, you're in the right place. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a story. I see that 98% of the people who watch my videos haven't subscribed yet. If you could take just a few seconds to hit that subscribe button, it would mean a lot to me. I'm trying to reach my first 100 subscribers. Your support truly helps. Thank you so much. Today, we dive into the life of a man who brought depth, grit, and pain to one of cinema's most legendary characters, James Bond. But Daniel Craig is much more than just 007. He's a fighter, a risk-taker, and an actor who redefined modern masculinity on screen. Daniel Roten Craig was born on March 2nd, 1968 in Chester, England. His mother, Carol, was an art teacher. His father, Timothy, owned pubs and had been a merchant seaman. They divorced when Daniel was very young. Craig grew up in a working-class household, first in Liverpool and later in Wirral. From a young age, he was drawn to performance. His first role, a school production of Oliver, when he was just 6 years old. By 16, he made a bold decision to leave home and move to London to chase his dream of becoming an actor. He waited tables, slept on friends' couches, and took any acting gig he could find. Eventually, he trained at the Guildhall School of Music and Drama, graduating in 1991, and that's when his career really began. Daniel Craig started small, with roles in British TV series like The Young Indiana Jones Chronicles, Heartbeat, and Our Friends in the North, a 1996 political drama that put him on the radar in the UK. But his true breakout came through film. He played supporting roles in Elizabeth, 1998, with Kate Blanchett, Tomb Raider, 2001, with Angelina Jolie, Road to Perdition, 2002, opposite Tom Hanks. It was clear Craig had range. He could play villains, lovers, tough guys, and broken men. But in 2004, he starred in Layer Cake, a British gangster thriller, and this was the role that changed everything. In 2005, the world was stunned. Daniel Craig had been chosen as the next James Bond. And not everyone was happy. Too blonde, they said. Too short, not charming enough. Some fans even called for a boycott. But producers saw something different. Someone who could make Bond real again. Then came Casino Royale, 2006. It wasn't just a hit, it was a revolution. This Bond was brutal, raw, vulnerable. For the first time, 007 wasn't just a spy. He was a human being. Critics changed their minds overnight. Fans were blown away. Daniel Craig was officially Bond. Over the next 15 years, Craig portrayed Bond in 5 films: Casino Royale, 2006, Quantum of Solace, 2008, Skyfall, 2012, Spectre, 2015, No Time to Die, 2021. He brought pain and purpose to the character. Unlike previous Bonds, Craig's version showed scars, both physical and emotional. His Bond fell in love, lost, and eventually sacrificed everything. But it wasn't easy. Craig tore ligaments, broke bones, and admitted how hard the role was, both mentally and physically. Yet he kept returning, determined to finish Bond's story his way. Daniel Craig is not just James Bond. He proved this in 2019 with Knives Out, playing the eccentric detective Benoit Blanc. The film was a surprise hit, showing Craig's charm and humor in a whole new light. He also performed on Broadway, voiced animated characters, and supported indie films, always seeking projects that challenged him. In 2022, in a poetic twist, Craig was awarded the Order of St. Michael and St. George, the same honor Bond holds in the books. Daniel Craig is famously private. He married actress Rachel Weisz in 2011. The couple avoids the spotlight, focusing on family and advocacy, including causes like cancer research and supporting veterans. As Bond, he may have played the ultimate ladies' man, But in real life, Craig is quiet, loyal, and intensely protective of his personal space. What's his legacy? He redefined what a spy and a hero can be. His bond wasn't perfect. He was broken, and that's why he mattered. From a struggling student in London to one of the most iconic actors in cinema history, Daniel Craig showed us that heroes don't need to be smooth. They just need to be real. This has been History Decode. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell us in the comments who should be the next. He's one of the most recognizable faces on the planet. From wrestling rings to Hollywood blockbusters, from a struggling teenager with $7 in his pocket to becoming the world's highest paid actor. But who really is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson? Where did he come from? And what made him the unstoppable force he is today? Let's decode the story of the man behind the muscles. Dwayne Douglas Johnson was born on May 2nd, 1972, in Hayward, California. But his roots are far from ordinary. He comes from two powerful family legacies, one from the island of Samoa and the other from Black Nova Scotian descent in Canada. His father, Rocky Johnson, was a trailblazer, a black professional wrestler who broke barriers in the 1970s and 80s. His mother, Ata Maivia, was the daughter of High Chief Peter Maivia, a Samoan wrestling legend. In other words, wrestling was in his blood, literally. But Dwayne's early life wasn't glamorous. His family moved often, from New Zealand to Hawaii, then to Pennsylvania and Florida. Money was tight. At 15, he saw his mother attempt suicide after a devastating eviction. That moment changed him forever. He got into fights, got arrested, and nearly went down the wrong path. But sports gave him direction. He played football and earned a scholarship to the University of Miami, where he even won a national championship in 1991. Everyone thought he'd make it to the NFL, but life had other plans. After a short-lived football career in Canada, Dwayne was broke, just $7 in his pocket. That moment gave birth to his now famous brand, $7 Productions. With nowhere else to go, he turned to the family business, wrestling. In 1996, under the ring name Rocky Maivia, he made his WWF debut. At first, fans hated him, but Dwayne had a spark. Soon, he reinvented himself as The Rock, a trash-talking, eyebrow-raising icon. "Can you smell what The Rock is cooking?" That catchphrase became part of pop culture. He won multiple championships, headlined WrestleMania, and became one of wrestling's biggest stars ever. But The Rock didn't stop at the ring. He stepped into Hollywood with The Mummy Returns and then The Scorpion King. At first, people doubted a wrestler could become a real actor, but Dwayne proved them all wrong. With roles in Fast and Furious, Jumanji, Moana, and more, he showed range, charisma, and work ethic no one could ignore. He became a producer, a businessman, and an inspiration. And through it all, he stayed grounded in his roots, honoring his parents, his Samoan heritage, and that $7 memory. Family has always been Dwayne's anchor. He's a father to 3 daughters and often speaks about fatherhood with pride and emotion. He lost his father in 2020, a moment that hit him deeply. But he continues to carry forward his father's legacy, not just in wrestling, but in breaking barriers and lifting others up. He's also been open about mental health, about failure, and about starting over. For fans around the world, The Rock isn't just a superstar. He's proof that no matter where you start, you can rise. From family heartbreak to global fame, from $7 to millions. Dwayne Johnson's story isn't just about muscle and movies, it's about resilience, legacy, and heart. So next time you see him raising that iconic eyebrow, remember, it's not just for show, it's a symbol of a fighter, a survivor, and a man who never gave up. If you found this story inspiring, hit that like button and subscribe to History Decode for more incredible journeys from real life.
Jason Statham, A History of Action, Early Life, and Introduction to Martial Arts. Jason Statham was born on July 26, 1967, in Shirebrook, Derbyshire, England. From a young age, he had a passion for sports and physical activities. Statham began training in martial arts, specializing in kickboxing, which laid the foundation for his later career in action films. His early years in martial arts were complemented by a dedication to diving, where he became a member of Britain's national diving squad for more than a decade, competing at various international events, including the World Championships and Commonwealth Games. Modeling an early career. In the early 1990s, Statham entered the world of modeling. His rugged looks and athletic physique made him a sought-after figure in fashion campaigns. Statham's unique blend of charisma and toughness caught the eye of director Guy Ritchie, who was searching for someone with an authentic physical presence for his upcoming film. Breakthrough role in Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. In 1998, Statham made his big screen debut in Guy Ritchie's Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. Statham's performance as a charismatic and tough character garnered attention, and his tough guy persona resonated with audiences. The film was a critical and commercial success, marking the beginning of Statham's career in film, Snatch, and further success. 2 years later, Statham teamed up with Guy Ritchie again for the 2000 hit Snatch, where he played the role of Turkish, a boxing promoter caught up in a diamond heist. With Snatch, Statham cemented his place in the world of British cinema, showcasing his ability to combine humor with his tough guy image. Transitioned to Hollywood with The Transporter. In 2002, Statham made his transition to Hollywood with The Transporter. As Frank Martin, a highly skilled driver and mercenary, Statham introduced audiences to his incredible physicality and precision. His mix of martial arts, stunt work, and charisma made him an international action star, building the action hero brand. Following The Transporter, Statham went on to star in a series of action-packed films, including Crank, High Voltage, and The Bank Job. These films allowed Statham to showcase his unique blend of grit, speed, and charm, establishing him as one of the most reliable action stars in Hollywood. Joining the Fast and Furious franchise, Statham's career reached new heights when he joined the Fast and Furious franchise in 2015, making his first appearance as the formidable Deckard Shaw in Fast and Furious 7. His role as Shaw, an anti-hero with a personal vendetta, brought a new level of excitement and intensity to the series, and he would return for subsequent films, including Fast and Furious 8 and Hobbs and Shaw, other major projects, and diverse roles. Beyond high-octane action films, Statham continued to diversify his roles, appearing in films like The Expendables alongside other action legends and the Mechanic series, where he played an elite hitman. His filmography began to feature a blend of crime, thrillers, and comedy, showing off his range and commitment to physical performance. Continuing to evolve, Statham's ability to perform his own stunts and fight choreography kept him relevant in an industry constantly demanding more from its stars. Even today, Jason Statham remains one of the most bankable action stars, with fans eagerly awaiting his next big hit. Legacy. From a young man training in martial arts to a global action icon, Statham has proven time and time again that his commitment, skill, and dedication to his craft have made him a true Hollywood legend. Jason Statham's career continues to inspire, and his legacy as one of the most skilled and charismatic action stars in modern cinema remains unparalleled. End credits. Jason Statham, the action star who never backs down. This script highlights key moments in Jason Statham's career, showcasing his rise from a model to one of Hollywood's top action stars.